Talent or hard work? It's one of the biggest debates in music. Some people believe that you're either born with musical ability or you're not. Others argue that it's all about effort, persistence and smart practice. So, what is the real key to success? Stick around to find out. What's up guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Musicians Mindset, channel where we aim to help you achieve your goals and become the best musician you can be. My name is Liam and today we're breaking this down step by step, looking at the myth of natural talent, the power of deliberate practice and the habits of some of the world's most famous musicians. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear answer to the age-old question, is talent overrated? Have you ever watched an incredible musician and thought to yourself, wow, they must have been born with it? It's a common belief, but let's dig deeper. So where does the natural talent myth come from? From a young age, we're always told to admire naturally gifted people. You often hear stories about child prodigies who master instruments from an early age. But these stories often leave out one crucial detail: how much time they spent practicing behind the scenes. The science says otherwise. A famous study done by psychologist Dr. Anders Ericsson, creator of the 10,000 hour rule, found that world-class musicians were not born more talented than others. Instead, they simply put in more hours of deliberate practice than their peers. The research also showed that those labelled as prodigies had intense training schedules from an early age. Here's some examples of the musicians who worked the hardest. Jimi Hendrix couldn't read music, but practiced relentlessly, often playing guitar for up to 12 to 15 hours a day. Freddie Mercury wasn't born with his incredible voice. He developed it through years of vocal training. And Eddie Van Halen famously said that he even played guitar whilst watching TV. The key takeaway? Musicians aren't born great. They become great through consistent, focused effort. Why hard work beats talent every time? Let's break this down with a real-world scenario. Imagine you've got two musicians. One musician is naturally gifted when it comes to learning new songs, but rarely practices. The other struggles to learn them at first, but practices every day. Who do you think will be better in a year? 5 years? 10 years? The answer is always the one who practices. Why? Talent will give you a head start, but discipline keeps you in the race. Skills are built through repetition, not genetics. And the more effort you put in, the stronger your neural pathways become, eventually making it easier to play. Think of it like going to the gym. The person who lifts weights consistently will always be stronger than the person who has good genetics but never trains. Time to debunk 3 of the biggest hard work myths. Myth number 1. Some people just have an ear for music and I don't. The truth behind it? Ear training is something you can develop through consistent listening and singing exercises. Some of the world's most famous musicians would never had a natural ear, but trained themselves to recognise pitch and harmony. Myth number 2. I don't have enough time to get good. The truth behind it? You don't need to practice for 10 hours a day. Consistent practice, even 30 minutes a day, beats occasional long sessions. The key is focused, goal-driven practice. Myth number 3. If I was meant to be a musician, I'd already be one. No one is born a master. Incredible musicians like Mozart and Beethoven trained under teachers for years before achieving greatness. Great musicians aren't born, they're made. If you're serious about improving as a musician, then we've got something very special for you. Musicians Mindset now has a brand new website, your ultimate hub for all things music. Over the coming weeks, we're going to be rolling out tons of valuable content and exclusive member benefits, including in-depth articles and lessons to help you master your craft, a community forum to help musicians connect, collaborate and share advice, and exclusive resources, tools and merch to help you along your musical journey. This is just the beginning and we can't wait for you to be a part of it. Head on over to musicians.mindset.com to check it out and stay tuned for everything we have in store. Here's how you can apply the hard work mindset to help improve your musicianship faster. Tip number 1, practice with purpose. Instead of just noodling, identify weaknesses, set clear goals and challenge yourself. Don't just play through songs. Break them down and create technique exercises. Tip number 2, use the chunking method. So break down complex skills. For example, focus on one riff before an entire song. And also focus on precision before speed. Tip number 3, stay consistent with the tiny gains rule. Focus on trying to improve 1% per day. Then you'll find massive improvement in the long run. And small and steady progress is far greater than trying to master everything overnight. Tip number 4, play with musicians that are better than you. Surrounding yourself with skilled musicians forces you to improve quickly. And jamming with others helps expose weaknesses that you can work on. And tip 5, record yourself and track progress. You might not notice progress daily, but over weeks and months, the difference is massive. Recording yourself also allows you to analyse your strengths and weaknesses objectively. So after all this, what's the real answer to the talent versus hard work debate? The final answer? Hard work wins every time. Talent may get you started, but discipline, practice and persistence are what makes a great musician. Now I want to hear from you. What is the hardest thing you've had to work for in music? Do you think talent is overrated? Let me know in the comments. So if you're taking something of value out of this video, then let us know in the comment section below and give the video a like. We've got a new video out every single week, so if you don't want to miss an upload, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload. Thank you all very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care and I'll see you soon.